Wow, haven't we got a massive KO boxing show tonight? None other than the #1 lightweight in the world, soon to fight Teofimo Lopez for the pound-for-pound list. George Kambosos, welcome to the KO Boxing Show.
It's a pleasure, man. And I'm training hard out here. And, like you just said, about to fight Teofimo Lopez for the Undisputed Championship. 5 belts on the line, pound-for-pound list on the line, fighter of the year on the line. Everything is on the line. My career is on the line. And I'll put in hard work, man.
George, we mentioned the Spartan Blood. I mentioned that with Ray Flores. I had an interview with him. He said you remind him of Arturo Gatti with more polished skills. Couldn't have been more of a bigger rapper. You've got that Spartan Blood. What does the Greek people mean to you? Obviously, you're a proud Australian, born Australian like myself, but you've got that Spartan Blood, and it's hard to take out of your system, isn't it?
Well, that's an honour to be, compared to the great Arturo Gatti. Hell of a warrior, and always come to fight. But that's my style as well. I come to fight. Very sharp. I box very, very good, and I think a lot of people underestimate my boxing skills. But coming into the fights with my Greek background, my Spartan warrior heritage, and my Australian heritage, and being born in Australia and being so proud of that, it means the world. I've got 2 whole countries behind me. I've got so much support from both Greece and Australia. It means the world. And when you mix that together and you've got both blood inside you, you can't be beaten. And I'm telling you, we are coming to win this fight. He does not know what he's up against. He's a whole different breed. I'm a Spartan warrior. I'm very proud of my Australian heritage as well. So, this is a whole different breed that he's coming up against, and he'll find out the hard way.
Now let's go into that press conference, because previous to yourself, the opponents that Teofimo Lopez fought were Nakatini, Commey, and Lomachenko. They can't speak English, so they couldn't ham it up to him. Yet they come with you, and you went nose to nose. I think you made an impact psychologically. He was taken back a bit because he did fire up, and you seemed to get under his skin.
Yeah, look, 100% I got under his skin, and look, when I stared in his eyes, and I was locked in, man. I was ready to fight right then and there. I've been in great condition for weeks. I've been ready to fight for a long time. I waited my whole life for this opportunity. So when I glared into his eyes and locked in, he saw what he was looking at, and I saw exactly what he's about. I'd say he's a fake man. He's a fugazi. He's a fraud. And he's going to be found out. These guys that he fought couldn't speak English. He's been very lucky. The Nakatani fight was very close. Could have been a draw. Commey, he caught him with a good shot. Very lucky. Commey was coming for the same shot. And Lomachenko, we saw that fight. The guy didn't throw, more than 3.5 punches in the first 6 rounds, and had one shoulder and was out for 400 and something days. So, I'm young. I'm hungry. And he's a bully. He likes to be the guy on the front foot. He likes to be the guy that's dominant. But when someone stands to the bully and puts it back on them, they go into their shell. Listen, the kid is scared of me. And, June 19th, I'm taking all his belts. Like I told him to his face, I'm taking all his belts.
Bobby Pacquiao, I spoke to Bobby Pacquiao not that long ago. He's a massive fan of yours. What was it like?
Bloke, yeah.
What a great guy. What was it like sparring 250 rounds with Manny Pacquiao, the senator, leading up to this fight? How much did you learn and take out of being in a ring with such a great man?
Look, it's huge. That's my ace up my sleeve. People have not even seen what I've done in that sparring in the ring yet. I haven't brought out certain things. I haven't had to. I've boxed what I've had to do in my certain fights, and especially my last 2, picking these former champions apart. But there is so much more artillery that I have in my arsenal. And, when you're with a guy like that, the guy's all-time great. He's greatness. And I saw Lopez talking about Pacquiao saying, oh, he's not human. Well, I've done 250 rounds with him. And all of a sudden, they want to talk about him being not human. But a couple months ago, they were bagging him and saying that, oh, who's Pacquiao? Oh, we'll bash Pacquiao. Oh, he's a nobody. That's the kind of people these people are, the Lopez team. They're disrespectful. They got no class at all. And, like I said, I saw in his eyes, the guy's a fraud. And I know I have the support of Manny Pacquiao in my corner. I've heard that firsthand, and I'm looking forward to speaking to him very soon.
Awesome work, Georgie. Also, your father, Jimmy, what a great man. Oh, we miss him back in Australia. One of the great true people in the sport, and doing great work here for the boxing community. Let's go over leading up to this fight. Mickey Bay, Lee Selby. You went on the road, you did it to tough weight, you got the W. So you deserve everything you've got at this stage. It hasn't been given to you on a plate. You've gone on the road, you've done it the hard way, and now you've got the #1 lightweight in the world right in front of you. It's going to be on Main Event, and it's going to be on Fight App, so the whole of Australia should tune in. And also, look, the Greek people, what's a message you'd like to give to the Greek people? Because your fan base is massive here. As I said, my brother, he's your massive fan now. He likes you and the Greek freak, Giannis Pacquiao. And the Milwaukee Bucks, gee, they're in the finals now.
Yeah.
But what are some of the messages you'd like to give to the fans here in Australia and in Greece?
Look, this, like you said, this has been a hard road. This has been a long, hard road. Even before the Mickey Bailey Selby fights, what I've done in Australia, beating the top guys there. The thing is, people forget that when I beat the likes of Ogilvy and Camille Barla and obviously Delos Reyes and Robert Toomer, these guys were the #1s. They were all supposed to beat me. They were all supposed to destroy me. They were all supposed to, I wasn't in their class, but I destroyed these guys. I showed my class. So it's been a long road. Then I took my journey, obviously, to the US. And my last, 7 fights have been over here fighting the champions in their backyard. The Mickey Bay, the Lee Selby fights were huge for my career. The thing is, when you go in the ring with these guys, crafty veterans, former champions, guys that have defended the belt, multiple times, you gain what they got. You learn more and more. So people thought they saw something in me in the Selby fight, how I outbox and outclass a guy like that. Such a class operator. Well, they're going to see so much more in this fight where I'm going to take it to that next level. And I'm ready to take it to that next level. And I'm excited. But, the support is crazy, man. The support from Australia, from all the Greeks. My social media doesn't stop. I've got the biggest social media platform in the country. I got a lot of support from the fans. I feel like I'm the people's champ. And I'm going to bring these belts back home, not only for myself, for my legacy, for my family, for everything I've been through on this hard road, but for all the Aussies, for all the Greeks, and to shut a lot of people up too. This is I got a lot of motivation, I got a lot of burning motivation because we've seen it. I'm not getting the support, the mainstream media support that I should be. This is the biggest fight for an Australian fighter ever. Which fighter has ever gone to fight for the Undisputed Championship and collect all belts in one hit, coming off 2 former champions in their backyards? Aussie fighters don't even come to the US and compete with normal class fighters, let alone beat these former champions, and then go to the UK and beat another former champion, then come and fight the Undisputed Champion, the 2020 fighter of the year, the guy who, was the breakout of last year. So this is huge, man. But I got so much motivation, and we are ready. We are ready. You can see the photo I put up a couple of days ago. I think it was actually yesterday. I put up after doing my 12 hard rounds of sparring, which I'm feeling unbelievable. I'm ready. I'm in the best condition of my life, and all that motivation, that support from the Aussies, from the Greeks, has been fueling the fire. And bring on June 19th.
Your training prep out of 100, George. What would you say it is leading up?
That's 100. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm telling you now. If the fight was tomorrow, I'm ready to go. Like I told Lopez at the press conference, he's like, "Oh, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow." Well, let's do it now. I'm ready. I've waited a long time, in my career for this opportunity. Like we said, I've been on the hard road, and when the date got moved to have 100% capacity, I wasn't upset. I was, it's just another thing. And like I said to the people around me, we've waited so many years for this opportunity. What's 2 weeks to win all that gold? So, I can't wait. I'm ready for this fight, and I think the whole country is Main Event TV, pay-per-view. If you don't have Foxtel, get to your local club or pub, get to the casino, support something special. And if you can't get to the clubs or the casinos, you got the Fight app, you got Triller, you can get it digitally on there as well. So the whole world is going to be tuning in this fight.
I cannot wait to interview you with a belt in front of you, George. You need to promise me an interview, because once you win this fight, all the hangers on going to be coming from everywhere. I hope I don't.
Well, I think I'm gonna come to Melbourne. My first stop is I have to get to Melbourne, and I'm sure they're going to have a parade with all the Greeks.
We'll have a souvlaki. We'll have the whole thing. We'll get all the Greek community there, and we'll ham it up like we do.
And then we defend. The most important thing in this whole deal and everything that's going on with this fight is win these belts, and I'm coming back home. You know, my plan is to defend. I wanted this fight in Australia. Unfortunately, it couldn't be done with COVID. But when you become the kingpin and you got all the belts, they got no choice but to come and see me. So, and I expect some big things. 80,000 people in that beautiful marble stadium in Melbourne, and you know, then we might even take a big fight to Greece, do it at the Olympic Stadium. So I got a lot of dreams, a lot of you know, visions. But I was dreaming about Lopez, and I think we spoke about Lopez and Lomachenko, you know, maybe a year and a half ago. So I've been speaking about all these opportunities that have come about, and you know, when you envision it and you manifest it, you know, it comes true. And I've seen myself with all these belts around me. It's going to be a beautiful sight and a beautiful victory.
Ευχαριστώ, Levendi. Thank you for your time, Georgie. I know you're going to do us all proud, brother. All the best. And we've got the whole nation here waiting for you and cheering for you to bring that belt back.
No, I appreciate it, man. All the earliness. You know, ευχαριστώ, all the support, and you know, we are here to win this fight.
Yasu Levendi. Thank you, Georgie.
Thank you.